fresh off the Cliff Keen Invitational. Wow, one of the best things in the country as far as wrestling is concerned. You finished 15th out of 34th. Your impression?
I thought, really overall the effort and it was overall a good weekend, right? Like you said, like it's the toughest in-season tournament of the year, right? There was, I think, 12 to 13 teams in the top, 20 there, right? And there were over 100, I think over 125 individually ranked wrestlers. So it was just really a great field. And for us to be in the top half of that was pretty good, but probably more impressive. And we kind of stopped going to this tournament because we were underperforming a little bit. We were coming off the holiday a little bit. We were getting ready to go in the finals. It just wasn't great for our guys. So for us to go there, to take 10 guys there and have 9 of them win matches, have 4 of them be in the round of 12 and a semifinalist and a guy in the top 4, if you base it off past results, you'd have to say, hey, like, this is a really, really good, step forward for our program. So I think it was progress for our program, no doubt about it. Individual performances, there was a lot of them that are worth highlighting. Tucker Owens, he's just a tough guy at 125, and he's battling through some injuries, and probably didn't need to wrestle in that event, but he loves to compete. So he went out there and competed hard. Didn't have the tournament he wanted to have, but he's who he is, and he's just a tough guy that loves to compete. Cody Fippen, another solid tournament for him, another ranked win, gets to the quarterfinals, beats another ranked guy that he's already beaten, which is hard to do. Comes back and he draws the number 1 guy in the country, and now I think the guy after this weekend's the number 6 guy in the country, but loses to 1 and 3 in that tournament, right? So he's really, really close to turning a big-time corner to put himself in the conversation of, like, All-American. Garrett Kutchin, our Warthog of the week. First round of the tournament, he has a returning national qualifier, national ranked guy, really tough guy, just in a barn burner of a match. Gets poked in the eye, can't see. Turns out it's a pretty significant injury that we're gonna spend some time working on here, but doesn't let that affect his wrestling. And he comes back and he beats that guy at the buzzer. So, and then wrestled a couple more matches after that before we had to pull him out of the tournament. So really proud of Garrett and what he does on the mat, but also a guy that's on his way to med school here at the Air Force Academy too. So he's doing it in both places, academically and athletically. Dylan Martinez again pushed himself into the round 12, had some gritty wins, lost to 2 guys in the top 10, guys that are I think is second and third in the tournament. So again, he got to see some of the guys he needed to see and continue to grow in his wrestling. 157 Colton Woods is continuing to grow and develop and try and be the guy we need him to be at that weight class. Gianno Petricelli gets his first rank win of the year. And so that's a big deal for him. And again, he gets to the round of 12, lost to guys. I think the guy that was second and third again there too. So saw some good guys, was in those matches, a takedown away from beating the kid from Oregon State who ended up getting third. So Gage Musser stepping in for Sam Wolf, took advantage of the opportunity, goes 2-2. Like, really love to see that when that happens, when you got the next guy up and they take advantage of that opportunity. And Noah Blake gets his first rank to win over Purdue too. So Noah's kind of like really starting to find his groove at this weight class in 197. Cal Sun comes back and wrestles hard, wins a couple matches for us at 197, and again he's committed to getting better too. And then finally Wyatt goes there, and we went there to see the best guys in the country, and that happened in the quarterfinals. We had a really talented Russian from Harvard he's good, he's the real deal. He came back to the backside after we major decisioned him and beat a lot of the nation's best for heavyweights, right? So he's right behind Wyatt right now. Wyatt moved up to 6th in the rankings this morning. That Harvard guy is 7th, right? So get to the semifinals, and we have a guy that's a 2-time returning All-American, and that's who we wanted to come see, guys like that. And we didn't wrestle the match that we wanted to wrestle there, but we competed hard, and we gave ourselves some opportunities to score, and we found some places we can grow and get better. So really got what we wanted out of that tournament for Wyatt. And another thing for him is, like, he wrestles that match, it doesn't go his way. 20 minutes later, he's up on the mat again, and he has another match. And mentally, that's a tough thing to do. And really, really, thought it was great how he responded. Again, beat a really tough guy from UNI that's in the top 10 now. And so overall, good event. And again, we placed ahead of 15 other Division I programs. And I think for us, it's I'd say this all the time, like, I'm always grateful but never satisfied, right? And that part of it, yeah, like, we're still making progress and we're growing as a program. We had some really good results, but the biggest thing to take away from this would be the response of the guys, is that I didn't have to say anything after the event. The guys were not discouraged, but just they wanted more. They wanted more for themselves. You know, it was a real positive. It was a positive mindset of like, hey, yeah, this is like, yeah, it's great. We had some pretty good results here, and we competed hard, and we were in some great matches. But each guy individually had this sense of like, I know I'm right there, and I want more. And I saw it yesterday in practice, which is incredible.
Yeah, well, the more starts this week as Wyoming. The Big 12 matches start. What do you want to see from your wrestlers as they take the mat here at home against a tough conference opponent?
Yeah, well, Wyoming's always a tough, gritty team, and they're going to come and they're going to fight, and they're going to make it a physical match, and they're going to wrestle till the very last second. So I want to see our guys match that intensity, match the physicality of that, and just stand out there toe to toe and compete, point for point, minute for minute for 7 minutes. Like if we do that, I mean, it's going to be a competitive dual meet. You know, we're excited about the opportunity to be back in Clune. We're excited about Big 12. Competition and a kind of a rival a little bit with Wyoming being just up the road. So it's an important dual meet for us. And then, you know, again, like the energy around the team is they're excited for this opportunity. And that for me, like, I'm excited about it all the time, right? Like, and I'm looking forward to those opportunities all the time. But this is one of the first times the energy around this is just a little bit different with our team. So if we stand out there and we go toe-to-toe and we can match the physicality and we can match the intensity and we can be the last guy wrestling, some really good things are going to happen.
Yeah, should be fun. Saturday night, 7 o'clock, Clune Arena. See you then. Sam, thanks for the time.
Appreciate it. Thanks.